Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another VIP tournament here on Ultimate Golf. She's back for a second attempt at a tournament. Amanda Renner, welcome back.
Happy to be here. I love how you said my second attempt, because that makes it sound like my first attempt was a failure and it was a huge success.
Was it ever? We're gonna go minus 19 or better here on Bay Hill, and let's get right to the action. Go ahead, let's hit that tee shot and see what you got.
So I have not been to Bay Hill in quite some time, but I do know it's a very difficult golf course. So 19 under would be exceptional.
Oh, I think you got it in you. I have complete faith in you.
All right. I don't know if that's a great...
Oh, we're fine. We're going to save this from the rough. No problems. She's been here before. She might be here again, but she's experienced at these.
All right.
So Bay Hill, obviously a Palmer course, and we've got a second one in the game as well. We just had Latrobe added a little while ago, so complement each other there.
You gotta love that. Anything Arnold Palmer, you gotta love.
You can even name animals after Arnold Palmer.
My mom's French bulldog, Arnold Palmer. And
Animals?
He is a very... So...
Look at this, all on our own, coming out of the rough. Easy little putt here for birdie. We're going to play a little speed golf here. So here's the challenge. How fast can we get through 18 holes and yet still come in at minus 19 or under?
Woo! Challenge accepted.
All right, here we go. Hole 2. We're already minus 1 after 1. Amanda on her way to set a new record.
I am. I'm coming in hot. I'm feeling very motivated right now.
I like it. So sometimes in this game, there's definitely a feel aspect to it, and you can overthink things like anything, right? Like you can sit there for 5 minutes lining up your shot, or just go with what feels right, and you end up like you are here, just fine. Putt for birdie.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? It doesn't matter what form of golf we're playing, you can always overthink it. That's the beauty of this game. And the maddening part of this game, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Nice putt. Minus 2 after 2.
Feeling good.
So, man, I'm going to say 2 words to you, and I want you to tell me what comes to mind when I say these words together. Sunday Fun Day. What does Sunday Fun Day mean to you?
Who have you been talking to? Sunday Fun Day, I would say, is the unofficial thing that I'm known for with my crews that I love to work with, and I am a firm believer that after a hard week, after a hard work week, that you should take time to celebrate and unwind, and that happens to be on my Sunday nights. So we call it Sunday Fun Day. And if we're stuck in a random city, we find the best dive bar possible, ideally with all of the games at said dive bar. And you have some cocktails of choice, you have some fun, you have a little competition, and then you're ready to start your week for the next week.
I might just be a guy that plays a golf game and occasionally hosts some stuff, but I can do a little research too.
Sunday Fun Days have become pretty iconic, especially this football season. It's been very fun, and it allows you to get to know your teammates a little bit better too. Nothing wrong with that. Are you a Sunday Fun Day guy?
I'm a any day ending in Y. Yes, I am a Sunday Fun Day guy. And yeah, talking about teams, Ultimate Golf is one of those games where you can actually join, we call them country clubs in the game. And I can say myself, I've been playing this game for a couple years. I've made true, real life friends through this game. And it's super cool. We've gone through like fun time. Oh no! I was yapping during her putt, and look at this. Cardinal sin.
I got too excited talking about Sunday Fun Day, and I was a little too aggressive.
That's all right. We're going to get it back. You can never complain about a 4-inch putt for par. Anyway,
but,
I have met some absolutely wonderful people in this game, and it's definitely we have a whole entire community in Ultimate Golf, and it's almost like life changing. It really is. It's hard to make friends sometimes later in life, and unless you're going out and playing sports and you're going to the bar or whatever. And then this really is an opportunity to meet some friends. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Oh, I can't tell you how many people have texted me their friend code because they're on Ultimate Golf all the time, and they're like, "Can we play against each other?" And I'm like, "I had no idea that you were into this too." It's fun. It's fun to find like a common denominator, right, with people, and you feel like you're connecting, even if it's just for 20 minutes, which is important right now.
Yes, we've been through some tough times the last couple of years, and it is nice to connect with people again. So Amanda on hole 4 here at Bay Hill, staring down an eagle attempt. As long as we can roll this up, let's see how much topspin she put on it. Get up there, ball. Get up there, ball. I think we're going to see our first sand shot.
We are, and you might have to walk me through. Be a friend of mine right now. Walk me through.
You got this. Guide in the hole. Guide in the hole. Spin, no, you don't even need any spin. You can if you want. But just put that guide in the hole, and then the tricky thing here is we're going to need to concentrate. So that needle's going to move a little bit faster than you're used to, as it should, because you're coming out of the sand. And as long as you hit that perfect on the ultimate shot in the middle, we're going to save this eagle.
Oh, it was not perfect.
It might be good enough because of the ball. Look at this save. That's an up and down. Now,
wow.
I don't make many drops coming out of the sand in real life.
No, I don't.
That is the fun of this game. Look at that. First time out of the sand, and she's saving eagles.
That's amazing.
All right, we're back. Hole 5. Amanda Renner on the birdie train. Back on it again. Short-ish par 4 here at Bay Hill. Have you had a chance to walk the fairways at Bay Hill, Amanda?
I have, but not in quite some time, because that is not an event that we do for CBS, but I have been there a number of times, and it's a special piece of property. Again, anything that Arnold Palmer has his hand in, it's going to be special. So it's hard. It's a very challenging course. He certainly did not want to make it easy on anybody, but it's a beautiful course and has a really special vibe to it.
Well, we can talk about these trees that he placed there, because they are proving to cause a little bit of havoc right now. Don't shoot. You're going to hit the trees.
Okay.
So we're going to have to go. We're going to aim over to the left a bit, and then we're going to add a whole ton of right spin.
So I'm pressing aim, and then it keeps just bringing me back here. So am I just aiming left like that? I'm going to...
That'll take you around the trees. You should be all right.
Okay. Top backspin, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, some right spin maybe.
Some right spin, okay. And then that should be good, right?
So we pull it back a bit more, and you're way under power. Pull it back as far back as the ball. Ooh, we're gonna be short. That's all right. We've proven you are adept at coming out of the sand, and let's see if you can do it in back-to-back holes.
I got hands like Jordan Spieth out of the bunker. Let's see if that's actually true. That's not true at all in real life. Okay. Pull it back. Okay, let's do this. Backspin. Okay.
Can she do it twice in a row? Look at... Oh, no! Just a little hard off the pin. Again, nothing wrong with a tap in par.
I was robbed, Joe. Absolutely robbed. Wow.
These things happen. It's all about the comeback, right?
4 under through 5. We are going to need a serious comeback.
Stay in the game. We got a long par 5 here.
Okay, we like that.
Now, this is the hole that a certain tour member, Go Time, over the water. I think he did it in back-to-back days, too.
I believe you are correct. And let's see if I can pull some inspiration from that. Made it look easy. Let's see.
So we were talking a little bit off the air about you getting in and out of Buffalo and then having to go to Detroit because Buffalo was under so much snow. Now let's go back though. I'm finding a way to segue this. Now, okay. I believe there's a story of a certain Jeep Grand Cherokee being stuck under snow in New York City for a while. When you made that move with down to Florida for the first time. Why don't you tell us about that?
You're not wrong. Snow is actually the reason how I ended up covering golf when that wasn't even on my radar. I went to school in New York and I was working in New York doing high school and small college sports, literally any sport you can think of except for golf. And I had to have a car, and I had to do alternate side parking in the city, which any of you out there who live in New York know what a nightmare that is, because I couldn't afford a parking garage. And the PGA Tour called me to see if I want to come in for an audition. And I looked out my window. It was 20 degrees out. My car was under a bunch of feet of snow, and I said, absolutely, I'd love to come down to Jacksonville, Florida, and learn how to talk about golf for you. So let's see if I can do this. Is tricky, kind of, isn't it?
Oh, you got this.
Let's see.
We underpowered it, so we got to make sure we get that ball right back centered in that circle. You're still gonna birdie this. That's fine.
That was exactly how my actual golf game goes. I get so nervous about sculling it over the green that I usually always come up short there. But yeah, so I realized that I was tired of battling the elements in the Northeast where I'm from, and I went down to audition in Jacksonville, Florida. It was 80 degrees and sunny in the middle of winter, and I said, sign me up. So that was how I ended up saying yes to an opportunity I really had never thought about before, and it obviously worked out amazingly.
And look at you now. What was the quote I said last time? It was golf media's biggest star. That was the big thing that came out recently.
That was a very kind headline, even though that is not true. That is one thing that you learn in TV very quickly is it takes a village. It takes an absolute village for anything to be successful in the TV world. And I am a very, very small part of that, but very happy to be there too. Let's see. Okay. See, I'm learning how to work with my spin here, which has been a game-changing tip from you, by the way. And I'm feeling good about it. I like it. I'm feeling good.
Hole 7, par 3 at Bay Hill. Amanda Renner with the Hellfire. What are you guys using at home on this hole?
Yes, tell me. I need all the tips I can get. So if everybody wants to tell me at home how to be better, I would gladly accept those tips.
16 feet for birdie.
Get in the hole.
It's in. Great job. All on our own. We're birdieing par 3s.
Woo! We're doing it.
-6 through 7. Little bit of work to do to hit that -19 again, but it is definitely doable.
Yeah, that's not the attitude I need out of you right now. I need pure confidence in what we're doing over here.
She's got this in the bag, folks.
Better. And I also would like to hear about your time as an air traffic controller, please, because that's one of the most, as someone who's on a plane 40 weeks a year, I feel like you are integral to making sure that I'm alive. And I feel like we should talk about that.
If you ever hung out with a group of air traffic controllers, you would never fly again. No, it's a special job. It's a fun job. I did what is called IFR controlling. So I worked in a room with radar screens and a headset on, and the planes I controlled were up at high level. And name of the game was to keep them from hitting. And I did that for a very long time. The big stigma to it, it's such a high stress job, and it must be super difficult, and it is at times. 5 days a year, it's probably one of the toughest jobs in the world, and the rest of it, it's just a tough-ish job. But it was a lot of fun.
Is that like, okay, so tell me how much more stressful it is during the holiday season when there are more planes coming.
It actually feels like it's not that bad. Like we meter everything, right? So if we make sure that you're not inundated. So remember when you're sitting on the ground? Look at this, nice birdie, by the way. So when you're sitting on the ground in wherever, Orlando, looking to go to Phoenix, and they say, due to ATC delays, we're not taking off, that's so we don't get overwhelmed. What really suck are weather events, so big snowstorms, big thunderstorms, anything like that. Those are the days that you call in sick the next day, you have your own little Sunday fun day on a Thursday, and might take a day or two off.
So when you say those 5 days are stressful, it's really any 5 days that just when bad weather and stuff comes in. It's not a particular time of year.
No, it can be any time, and it only takes one poor decision by a pilot or a weather phenomena to make your real nice easy day a whole lot harder in a hurry.
Man. Well, I do not envy that.
Amanda, trying to...
Because when I make mistakes, we do say that a lot in TV, when it sometimes can feel like life or death. And you're always reminded nobody dies if you make a mistake on live TV.
That is such a very good point, because as an air traffic controller, it's the same thing. I can screw up as bad as I want, and I'm gonna live because I'm safe and sound in a building, and it's the guys that are flying that might not fare so well. So at the end of the day, kind of the same thing. No one ever dies, or I can't ever die because of a mistake I made as an air traffic controller, but certainly other people can. And the big famous line is, an air traffic controller will deal with more lives in one shift than a doctor will in their entire career. And it's true. You talk to a few hundred planes a day with 50 passengers on board.
Yeah, that's a bit perspective that I've never thought about.
All right, Amanda, this might be another go. Hang on, let's not go yet. This might be a go time hole. Oh, you're going to end up with a left rough. Don't do it. So
why?
You gotta change your spin. Everything I've taught you.
Oh no, I was feeling really confident about this one too.
That's all right.
That's okay.
We're gonna practice our rough saves again.
But this is like a decent angle to come in on. I mean, it's not the worst angle to come in on.
You could be worse, maybe.
It could definitely.
We're gonna need some backspin on this one, I think.
Yes, we are. Okay, are we feeling good about that?
Sheesh. We're gonna have a fun putt after this, but that's fine. The goal of this is center of the green. Let's get out of here with our birdie. That is the goal.
I will not complain about anything that ends in a birdie.
Absolutely.
Even though we're gonna need some eagles in here shortly, so
they're coming. We're gonna find a spot to get one.
And don't forget, this is also speed golf, so I'm trying not to overthink it.
She is not shy with that putter, is she? Holy jeez! But they're going in. They're going in.
It works. I am a very aggressive putter.
I believe you.
It's what I believe in.
Speaking of things you believe in, look at that. I'm just segueing like a boss over here.
You are. I'm impressed.
The connection between humans and dogs and animals. We know that you did a lot of work with Canines for Warriors when you were in Florida, and just in the last couple of years, you've started your own Puppies and Golf. charity, nonprofit. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and what it means to you?
Yeah, well, thanks for asking. We actually just celebrated our second anniversary on Giving Tuesday. We launched in 2020, December 2nd, 2020. And we just actually crossed the threshold for $100,000 given in grants to shelters in need across the country, as well as families in need with unexpected medical and training costs for their dogs. And then, of course, we contribute as much as we can to Canines for Warriors and other organizations that train dogs to become service animals for our military veterans battling PTSD. So those are our three pillars. And we, so far, have been able to help dozens of shelters across the country, over 20 families, and have donated close to, let's see what we are at now. I bet we're close to $40,000 to military organizations to help our military veterans. So we really just, I snuck away with that one.
I felt bad because I was making a face during you're talking about something that you're so passionate about and it's such a great cause, but I swear I was doing it because of the pot, not because of the issue we were talking about. What an absolutely fantastic cause. And
we greatly believe in the healing benefits of the dog-human connection, right? And I saw it firsthand when I volunteered at Canines for Warriors, and how a lot of these military veterans came home and they were put on a lot of medications, and a lot of those medications were just to mask the other medications. And these guys will tell you, they were on 12 different medications before they got their service dog. And then after they had their service animal, after about a year, they were on, if not zero, only maybe one or two. Oh no, this is going to be a fried egg, isn't it?
Well,
it might be.
This one's going to take some work.
Okay, all right. But yeah, so if that is working for our vets, why can't it work for the rest of us, right? When we talk about other medications or helping alongside medications, and there's so many studies done to talk about the health benefits. So we're really just trying to connect everyone to that and provide people help who need it.
And I saw an interesting thing on Puppies and Golf. When you go to the executive and the board, I saw your mom on there. It looked like it was just a group of your friends. Is that how you started it? Which is absolutely amazing.
It is, and I can never give them enough credit, because when I decided in the middle of COVID to start this nonprofit, I called my mom and I said, hey, do you want to split the startup costs of doing this foundation? She said, absolutely. And then I called my friends and said, hey, do you want to come work a lot of hours for free, but we're going to be helping a lot of people? And they said, absolutely. And we figured it out. And it was just a total passion project for every single one of us. And it's been so hard and so gratifying. And I'm just so grateful that I have friends that care about wanting to do good and leaving the world a better place while also having fun doing it. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. All this talk about doing so good in the world and giving everything back, and then the golf course decides we're gonna take one back from Amanda.
Golf giveth and golf taketh away.
Little Tester coming back too up that hill.
We're not gonna let it beat me twice.
Anyway, that sounds fantastic. It's I got a lot of respect for you for using your name and your fame and the way your career's gone to do something good. Especially for the cause that you've chosen there. So good on you. That's
Thank you.
You get an atta girl from me, which means nothing, but you get a lot of respect from me for doing that.
Well, and for anyone at home who's interested, you can come find us at Puppies and Golf on Instagram or at puppiesandgolf.org. We are always looking for people to volunteer to help spread the word. And if you know anyone who needs help, let us know. So we're just trying to save all the dogs and help all the people at the same time. Oh, I think that was actually a pretty good drive there.
Sit. Oh, you put it through the end of the fairway.
But we're okay, right?
Oh, you're totally good.
Yeah.
This is just going to be a line it up. Might have to add a little back. There you go. Look at this. Already, her first instinct every shot is to add some backspin, which is what we all do every single time.
And also what we want to do in our real life, but I can't manage it. Oh my god!
Look at this! Look at this! Oh, wow! That was almost an eagle on a par 4.
So, and that's what I needed. So you know what? We'll take the tap in birdie. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Do you have any dogs, Joe?
I do not. I am a cat person. We have a 17-year-old cat.
Oh.
That is very ancient. We're starting to struggle a little bit going up and down the stairs, but that's all right. Pardon me? Sketchy, I think is what you're asking.
Sketchy?
Sketchy.
That's a very funny name for a cat. Who named the cat?
That was my wife. My wife named the cat Sketchy.
I love it. I was going to make a joke how we can't be friends if you're a cat guy, but 17 years old, Sketchy deserves some street cred, so.
I need to. Me and my daughter have been working on my wife to get a dog, so this is. I'm going to show her your thing about helping people and all that, and maybe we can convince her to let us get a dog.
I can actually find you an amazing shelter nearby, which will be even better.
I mean, how can she say no, right?
That's right. Put your wife on the line after this, and we'll get it done.
Get in the hole. Sand save again. Birdie at Bay Hill. Amanda Renner flying through this course. We're through 14 already. There's 4 to go.
I think, are we back on track? Like, is there...
You know what? I guarantee you win this one. Last time you came first at a 200, and I can almost guarantee you will win this one.
All right.
Because you're the only one playing.
Well, but okay, I don't need no moral victories there.
Are you if you're playing a young kid, do you let them win or do you kick their butt?
No, I have no interest in letting anybody win. I don't think that's good for anybody. I don't know. This is not good. What do you guys do here?
We got a little work to do. So let's move our target to the left a little bit. Maybe we'll find a little gap. Trees are what, 90% air, right? So if we just the target that's way up by the green. So your actual aimer, if we were to move that around, so drag that
over here
left.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's zoom. Oh, yeah, we're in trouble. We just gotta. So just like in the tour, sometimes you get into a whole heap of trouble here, and sometimes we just gotta punch out and see where it goes.
Do we want to like wrap it around? Do we want to side spin it all?
So we can do that as we pull back. Instead of pulling straight back, you're gonna pull back and to the right, and that's gonna add a little bit of a fade on it, and then hopefully we get around this tree.
Oh, I did not.
That's all right. You're experiencing what we all have numerous times in real life.
That's true. Does this ever happen to you in this game though?
Not in a little while.
Okay, good. Solid.
It's actually funny. There's obviously all sorts of people and all sorts of levels play this game, and it can be fun at any level that you play. And we've got a group of us now that got pretty good at this game, and we'll make eagles on just about every par 4. Look at this approach, though. All right, we're gonna save this par, right?
To you, Joe, if you can hear him. Okay, there we go. Can you hear me?
We got you now.
Okay.
We're back now.
sorry if you can hear my husband there.
Oh, that's fine. We didn't hear him.
Oh, okay, good. I just couldn't hear you guys. All right.
All right, Amanda, trying to save par here after putting one into the weeds. And she does.
Okay.
Let's try and go eagle, birdie, birdie to finish. So we're going to eagle the par 5, and then we're going to go birdie, birdie on the last 2.
I like this game plan. I also like the confidence.
Oh, we got this. Never a doubt. Keep it in the short stuff.
That might be my
now it's just about
5 yet, too.
An approach.
Exciting.
An approach and a putt. An approach and a putt. That's all this takes for the final 3 holes.
We need.
So I believe you're playing this on an iPhone.
I am.
And back in the early days of the career, tell us about a little freelance work you were doing where you were doing your interviews on an iPhone.
Oh my gosh. I have done interviews on any device that you can even think of because when I graduated college, it was 2008, peak of the recession. I was applying for jobs in every small market in the country, and no one was hiring. And not only that, they were actually firing. They were shutting down sports departments. So I made a deal with our local newspaper in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Shout out to the Lancaster Sunday News. Also, shout out to the Eagle I just made. I don't mean to brag.
Oh, she did too. Look at this, folks.
But we're coming in hot. And the Lancaster Sunday newspaper allowed me, in exchange for doing some hard news and even writing some obituaries, they allowed me to write a sports column and also go out and shoot a parallel video that corresponded with the column. And it was like man on the street type style, and I would just go interview people about whatever current hot topic was happening in sports and put it on the website, which about 13 people were looking at the time, including half my family. So that was pretty much how I got my start. And I just did that until other opportunities came. And also I was a bartender and a hostess, and I was terrible at both of those things. So I also need to give a shout out to the dispensing company in Lancaster for not firing me, even though I totally deserved it because I was awful. It wasn't for lack of effort, but I really can never remember what anybody ordered or how to make it.
Now, before the Lancaster job there might have been a little stint too in something non-sports related, maybe a little US Weekly or Us Weekly might have dropped its way in there.
So I did a lot of internships. My one belief was if you try it all, you're going to figure out very quickly what you don't want to do, which is almost more important than what you do want to do. So I interned for Us Weekly magazine. I was slightly interested in entertainment, maybe, and got that job. Actually met one of my best friends who was recently a bridesmaid at my wedding, and we figured out very quickly that entertainment was not for me. I was not interested in Googling the last time Brad Pitt showed his butt in a movie for like 8 hours a day. But I was interested in going to the parties and walking away with really cool interviews. So I knew I loved interviewing, but also knew I did not love the entertainment side of that in that form anyway. But I did get to go to some very cool parties. I got to meet some really great friends, and I walked away knowing I did not want to do entertainment, in print, which was really important. So I could continue to, hone in on what I actually thought I wanted to do and what I was passionate about doing. And that's how I found actually my internship at CBS 2 in New York. It was the local CBS station, which to this day is the same building I go into now to film network specials. So I cry every
that's crazy.
There. It's a crazy full circle thing. Like the odds of that to me are just so slim. But that's where I fell in love with broadcasting, and that's where I still get to go to today. So it's very, very cool.
That is full circle. I had the full circle story for me was obviously reading of and what you've done, listening to some of the stuff you did. You talked about how nervous you were the very first time you got to interview Tiger, and thank God they were filming you from the waist up, because your legs were shaking and you'd sweat through your shirt. And we spoke a little bit before this. That was me like 45 minutes ago. I could feel my it was a little bit wet on the carpet because my feet are sweating and I sweat through the shirt a little bit. Anyway, so there's your full circle moment. You were nervous doing an interview before, and now we're at the point in your career where you make someone else nervous.
Well, I don't know. I think I probably made you nervous because of my trash talking, and you knew I was going to blame you for all of my bad shots. But thank you for being the best caddy. We didn't quite reach our goal, but we certainly did not disappoint. 16 under, I'm pretty happy with.
Absolutely. And down the stretch, we did our little sub goal there. We did it. We went eagle, birdie, birdie, and there you have it, guys. Amanda Renner with a minus 16 at Bay Hill in record time. So you guys have your score to beat. Let's see what you guys can do against her at Bay Hill.
Yeah, I'm hoping that you cannot beat me at Bay Hill, but I'm thinking I have a little bit of work to do. So send me your tips, show me what you got, and good luck. Enjoy Arnie's place.
All right. Thank you so much.